Good evening, and welcome to the inauguration of the 8th Council of the Municipality of South Dundas. I would like to recognize our special guests here tonight to mark this special occasion. MP Eric Duncan, Councillor Trevi Bougie from the Township of South Glengarry, and Councillor Jennifer McIsaac from the Township of South Stormont, as well as Acting Staff Sergeant Gregory Smith from the OPP Detachment. Thank you all for being here with us tonight. I am pleased to be here tonight to be part of a new chapter that will see 5 new members sworn in as Mayor, Deputy Mayor, and Councillor. A lot of hard work has got you all here today, and this should be celebrated and commended, as the decisions you make and the direction you provide moving forward will create a new path forward for the residents of South Dundas and our great community. In closing, congratulations, and on behalf of staff and myself, we look forward in working with all of you over the next 4 years as we continue to move South Dundas onward. At this time, I would ask that everyone stand for the singing of Old Canada. You can all be seated. So at this time, I would invite MP Eric Duncan at this time to come up to the podium to say a few words.
Thank you, Shannon, and good evening to Council-elect, soon-to-be Council in a matter of a few moments. I appreciate the opportunity to say a few words at the beginning, and I mean no disrespect when I leave a little bit afterwards. As Brad said to a few, I'm trying to catch the trifecta tonight of at least 3 of the 4 council inaugurations to wish the new members of councils that have stepped forward to serve our community, to wish you well and to congratulate you on what I know has been a busy fall. And I would say in South Dundas, I think you would all agree, there was certainly a very competitive election process, a lot of engagement from the community. I laughed last night when I was in South Glengarry and I said, you know, I can vouch, I know, the members of council and say they have a great council, we're well represented. And I thought, well, wait a minute, the public knows because you got elected to be here and know exactly that. I also, as we congratulate and welcome the new councils that are in, also want to take the opportunity, having been a candidate at multiple levels of office, to acknowledge the clerk and her team for the elections process. There are a lot of sleepless nights that lead up for the candidates and for the staff that are making sure the process is managed. So kudos to the staff as well. I wanted to be here tonight with you to say the same. I've got to know many of you, some sooner, some for longer periods of time. But I think the municipality of South Dundas will be well served by your leadership and energy and the life experience that you bring to the table. We're very fortunate here in Stormont, Dundas, South Glengarry over the years, and it's good to see other municipal colleagues here from other councils. There's a good cooperation, there's a good level of partnership, and I think this is a good opportunity where the line of higher water raises all ships. So in my work as federal MP, I wish you all the best and look forward to being a constructive partner. My door is always open. And I always conclude with the line, it is an intense job, it is a busy job, but it is a rewarding job. Some may say, not me, you get swore in to get swore at, but you will be well served, I know, by the ideas and the passion and the energy you bring. All the best, and congratulations to each of you.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Leslie Drinnen, and I'm the Clerk and Deputy CAO here at the municipality, and with me this evening is Acting Staff Sergeant Greg Smith. We will conduct the oath of office, so I would ask Councillor-elect Danielle Ward to come forward.
So I, Danielle Ward, having been elected to the office of councillor in the municipality of South Dundas, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, and I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true and knowing that it is the same force and effect as if made under this oath.
I would now call up Councillor-elect Tom Smith.
I, Tom Smith, have been elected to the office of councillor in the municipality of South Dundas. Do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, and I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true and knowing that it is the same force and effect as if made under oath.
I would now call on Councillor-elect Colvino.
I, Colvino, have been elected to the office of councillor in the municipality of South Dundas. Do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office in the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, and I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
We would now call on Deputy Mayor-elect Mark St. Pierre.
I, Mark St. Pierre, having been elected to the office of Deputy Mayor in the municipality of South Dundas, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received or will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, and I will make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Congratulations.
And now, finally, Mayor-elect Jason Broad.
I, Jason Broad, having been elected to the office of Mayor in the municipality of South Dundas, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any reward, payment, or promise thereof for the exercise of this office or biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make the solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true, knowing that it is of the same force and effect as made under oath.
Just before I head out the door, I'd just like to, on behalf of the SD&G OPP detachment, congratulate the newly elected council. And as always, we look forward to working with you towards making the township of South Dundas a safe place for everybody to live, work, and play. So congratulations and good luck in your new endeavor. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Now it's time for the presentation of the chain of office. So I would call on Mayor Jason Broad. There.
Look here. Yes.
You're welcome. Now I'll turn it over to you for your inaugural address.
Thank you, Leslie and Shannon. Thank you for all the guests here tonight. First off, I'd like to say I love South Dundas. I've been a proud person to call this my home for close to 25 years. I'm humbled tonight to speak to you as your mayor. On election night, I experienced a wave of emotions: nervousness, excitement, nausea, and ultimately joy. But most of all, I was grateful for the support and thankful for the trust you have placed in me. I want you to know I do not take lightly the responsibility to serve this great community. My mission is for you to be proud to call me your mayor, because now I consider everyone living in South Dundas part of my family. Family is important to me. Family is the reason I'm here tonight. My mom and dad, Ken and Diana Broad, they instilled in me the importance of family and how attitude and culture affects you every day. Stephen and Laura Castleman instilled in me how to work hard. To my son Joshua, He is connected to this community. You can see him Saturday nights at the arena playing for the Lions. In the summertime, he's at the golf course, not getting holes in ones like my wife, or at the Ball Diamond playing for the Seaway Surge. He loves living here. My daughter Cameron, who is here tonight, home from Hamilton, where she is studying health sciences at McMaster. She brings her friends home to show off our community. She wants to return here after she gets her degree. Why? Because she thinks there's no better place in the world to live than in South Dundas. And to my wife, Shelley, her family business has been a mainstay in her community for over 100 years. Isn't that incredible? I want to help her and help all the other small business owners thrive far into the future. It's for them, and now for you. That's why I'm here. Seeing all of you here tonight serves me as a reminder of how great our community is. This is a wonderful place to live. The people here are kind and welcoming. We have a smart and skilled workforce whose effects touch all corners of the world. We have the finest farmlands of farmers who provide an important economic and agricultural pillar. We have the beautiful St. Lawrence River and 2 valuable waterfronts that both attract residents and tourists. But I also see all of you here tonight and think about what our community could become. On election night, I said I was ready to serve. Since then, I've been meeting regularly with the municipality leadership and getting to know the people who serve our community capably. I've been taking courses, attending training sessions, and orientation events, both locally and at the county level. I've also made it a priority to begin constructive relationships with our federal and provincial representatives of government. I've been honored to be invited to community events. I was moved by the rededication of the Cenotaph in Iroquois. I was pleased to meet all the volunteers of the Nation Valley Snowmobile Club in Williamsburg. I worked alongside the Morrisburg Waterfront Committee planting shrubs to protect our shoreline. On Remembrance Day, I met friends of the Chrysler Park and all the participants at their local Legion services. At all of these stops, I've been privileged to meet a number of hardworking volunteers. They are the true heart of South Dundas. I've also been getting to know the 4 other civic-minded people, residents, who will make up the 8th Council of South Dundas. Our new Deputy Mayor, Mark St. Pierre. He will continue to be a leader in the community. I respect his council and emergency service experience, and I look forward to representing South Dundas with him at the county council table. And to our young and dynamic councillors, Cole Vino, Tom Smith, Danielle Ward, I am super proud to be working with all of you. You bring unique talent and experiences that were recognized by the voters. I look forward to seeing how you make our home a better place to live. Mark, Cole, Danielle, Tom, this is the new Team South Dundas. We have many challenges ahead, but know that you have my support. And I'm asking all of you to challenge me. Let us create an environment that makes South Dundas the best place to live, work, and visit. To the previous council, I'd like to say thank you. Mayor Byvelds, you are retiring after 12 years of serving South Dundas. You sacrificed family time to better our community, and we thank you for that. To Deputy Mayor Gardner, thank you for believing and doing the right thing and representing us at many, many council tables. Councillor Wells, I know you've enjoyed your journey on council, and please continue to advocate for South Dundas. To Councillor Mellon, thank you for serving 3 terms on council. Your friendly face, sense of humor, and commitment to our constituents has been appreciated. And to Councillor Lewis, Donnie, who I got to know many years at the arena. Your heart and caring for our community was never in doubt. Thank you. To all the voters, municipal council is the closest to the people. We deliver the frontline services. Voting is an important part of the process. Thank you for participating. To my family and friends, I was overwhelmed with the support when I announced my intentions to run. Cole and I both had many supporters at the Morrisburg Golf Course that night. To Darlene Riddle, Bruce McIntosh, Walter Slawinski, and Wendy Johnson for your unconditional support. And to Matt McCooey for his help and support on my campaign. You are a great friend. Thank you very much. And of course to Shelby, Cameron, Joshua, your energy and belief in me were the fuel for my engine. I'd like to say thank you to the talented municipal staff who have helped with this transition. I believe we have excellent people working here. We want to tap into your great talents. You are appreciated. You are our frontline workers. We care about you. To Nolan Quinn, our provincial member of parliament, thanks for your support to this point. I've enjoyed getting to know you. And to Eric Duncan, who was here tonight, our federal representative. Thank you for being an example of how we can serve our community. It's been a pleasure to get to know you, and I look forward to working together for the people of South Dundas. Lastly, I want everyone here or watching to know that I will be the mayor for all of South Dundas. I will respect you, I will work hard for you, and tomorrow the hard work begins. We are starting a course correction where everyone unites, council, staff, and citizens. We will all work together. We are creating Team South Dundas, where together everyone achieves more. We will be initiating positive change and fostering a renewed culture. If you have a project that will make our community a better place to live, ask for help. The answer will be yes. Let's figure out how to get it done. If you want to make improvements to your home or business, ask for our help. The answer will be yes. Let's get it done quickly and get you started. When you call our office with a problem, we will help find you a solution. South Dundas, where the answer is yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll call on our Deputy Mayor, Mark St. Pierre.
How do you follow that? With pride and joy, that's how you follow that. Someone's going to hate me for this, but I got to do it anyways because we're going to keep this light this evening. But, well, welcome to the council meeting, everybody. I'm your man, Mark St. Pierre, and we got a good one for you tonight. I swear, Michelle tells me you got to get back on council. You watch too much Family Feud. So I did that. So thank you and good evening. There are three things that I practiced over the last few days. One of them, the word consensuously. 1,000 times I went over that word. I still messed it up. It's a word not commonly used during a council meeting. Pecuniary, a word that I know shouldn't be used very often during a council meeting. And lastly, the other thing I practiced all week was saying Mayor Jason Broad. I've known Mayor Broad for a few years, but like any other community, people are known by their nicknames. I declared I have not received nor received payment, but for a good cold beer, I may divulge in a couple of his nicknames. During our first orientation meeting, Mayor Broad gave me a hint of his leadership skills. As I sat down and said, "Good evening, Jason," Jason leaned over and quietly reminded me that it was Mayor-elect Broad. But return is fair play. Later in the evening, Mayor Broad referred to me as counselor. I, not so quietly, leaned over and said, "That would be deputy mayor." There's no doubt in my mind, South Dundas has a great leader with Mayor Broad, and I look forward to working and representing South Dundas with Mayor Broad. I'm extremely excited to start this journey alongside Councillors Vino, Ward, and Smith. Cole, Danielle, and Tom all have young minds, young energy, and although considered rookie councillors, you're not rookies in life. I believe each of you will bring a fresh perspective and ideas on how the next 4 years can be governed. I look forward to the council debates, open discussions, and hopefully rewards of seeing South Dundas prosper together. Congratulations on your election victory. To CAO Shannon Garrity, well, we have another 4 years with each other. My term in council between 2014 and 2018, Shannon, I believe you were the treasurer and you became the CAO, and it was a joy to watch you do that transition and to grow. And I'm sure we're going to reap rewards over the next 4 years. You, Deputy CAO and Clerk Leslie Drennan, and Deputy Clerk Tara Fairburn, and all of the municipal staff, together with your partnership, this council looks forward to shape South Dundas to be a place to live, work, and play. During my election campaign, I emphasized the importance of residential and economic growth in South Dundas, finding solutions to our aging infrastructure, open and honest communication with residents and businesses, and embracing our community groups and leadership ideas. Tonight is a celebration of our election success. Tomorrow is the time to start the hard work. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank a few people who have helped me during my election campaign. A great team, but more important, great friends. Nancy and Donald Beavers Black, David and Bonnie Van Morsel, Doug and Peggy Wilson, my mom and my sisters, and Bill and Sonia Loring. Thank you again. Extra thanks to my wife, Michelle, for keeping me grounded. And will continue to keep me grounded. Said I wasn't going to do that. Over the next 4 years. And to our daughter, Victoria, who skipped Carleton School today to come home to see the old man, who many times told me, "Dad, you got this." The love and the support from both of you will never be forgotten. And lastly, this might be a little difficult. Joyous this is, there's only one thing that saddens me today. I wish Dad was here. And my good friend Johnny, who died this day 18 years ago. But this is a day of celebration, and I know they would celebrate with us all. So once again, to each and every one of you, thank you, and thank you.
And now we'll call on Councillor Colvino.
Well, those are two very difficult acts to follow. I thought Jason was enough, and then Mark's got us pulling at our heartstrings here, so this is pretty difficult. But I've always been a proponent for keeping things simple, and so tonight I'll do that. Jason Broad said earlier that there was a lot of emotions on election night, and he was right. I think that was the same for all of us. And at the very end of it, I think the biggest thing I felt was honor. I was honored that the amount of people and the electors in South Dundas chose me to represent them for the next 4 years and to help South Dundas continue to grow and prosper and become an even better place to live. And I think that was my biggest takeaway from election night. I need to thank a lot of people, but I probably don't have enough time for that. First of all, be my family sitting here tonight, Mom, Chris, and Dad. Kristen being my rock and best friend for my whole life, and yeah, they pushed me a lot to do this, and I don't think I would have had the energy or the heart to do it without them. So I have to thank them wholeheartedly for that. And in the background, we had some other friends of the family helping out, mostly around the wine table at night, helping figure out the next plans and strategies and where to put up signs and whatnot. So to the whole St. Louis clan at home, I got to say thank you to all of them as well. I look forward to the next 4 years in serving South Dundas, all of South Dundas. And I think Mayor Broad said it, I consider this a team, and I'm very excited to consider it that. I mean, I think the electors in South Dundas have done a very good job in selecting their team for the next 4 years, and I'm very excited to be a part of it. So thank you all for coming tonight, and let's look forward to a great 4 years.
And now I'll call on Councillor Tom Smith.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to start off tonight with the speech that I wrote that I was supposed to give on election night, but I couldn't make it through it because I was crying. So here goes. I'll try it again. I'd like to thank my wife Amanda and my kids for the sacrifices that we all had to make over the last couple of months. I'd like to thank my parents, my sister Debbie, and my friends Brian and Scott, who were the ones that told me to go for it. And also lots of advice during the campaign. I'd like to thank the voters of South Dundas for their confidence in me and believing in me. I hope that I can represent them the best way that I can. And the last line here, to all my kids who are sitting back in the back, listen to this. Oh, Rebecca, it's starting again. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. The next 4 years is going to be challenging. Inflationary pressures, rising interest rates, and employee retention and recruitment are some of the big issues that we face right now. But perhaps the biggest issues we will be facing are the ones that we don't even know about yet. With the team that the voters of South Dundas have assembled here today, I'm confident that with the vast array of knowledge that each of us brings, together as a group, we can accomplish anything. I'm very excited to work with everybody sitting at this table, especially Mayor Jason Broad. The very first email that we got after Election Day started off, "Good morning, team." And from that point on, that just put my heart at ease. I just wanted to let you know that. Through the short time that everyone here at this table has gotten to work together, we are all committed to advancing South Dundas to the next level. We can all see a bigger, brighter, and better future for us here. To the citizens of South Dundas, we are here for you. We want to hear from you. We all look forward to meeting with you at various events throughout the next 4 years. It's an honor for us to be here tonight, and we hope to make you proud. Thank you.
If I may say a short story, the last candidates little meeting we had, I said to some of the counselor, or potential counselors, prepare a few lines for election night if we get asked to speak, or if the leader or anybody's here. And Tom said, "Oh, I don't know, I might be crying. You'll be that sad if you lose. I'll be crying if I win. I'll be crying if I lose. I'll be crying if there's a tie." And rightly so. So thanks for that, Tom. Counselor Danielle Ward.
So I think I have the toughest act to follow going last. So good evening, everyone. I want to start by saying it's an absolute pleasure and honor and privilege to be in front of you this evening as one of the counselors of the 8th Council of the Municipality of South Dundas. There are so many people that I would like to thank, but I'd actually like to start by thanking my new team. Mayor Broad, Deputy Mayor St. Pierre, Councillor Vino and Smith. Thank you for making the transition into this new role and the entire process extremely easy. I'm extremely proud and excited to work with you over the next 4 years, and I cannot wait to learn from you guys, understand and appreciate all the passions you have, and support your goals to move our community forward together. To our staff and volunteers in South Dundas, thank you. You diligently work behind the scenes, quietly allowing others to take the spotlight and the achievements and projects you help create and bring to fruition. You give up your weeknights and your weekends so that our community can continue to grow. Thank you for always showing up and doing your best to make this community, our home, a better place. To my family, thank you for being my support system, my sounding board, my reality check, and my biggest supporters. Over the last few years, and for some of you, the last 30 years, you have always encouraged me to pursue my goals, and today I can proudly say I have accomplished a goal with your help that I have wanted to achieve for a very long time. You're showing up with pre-cooked meals on busy days, election sign installation during windstorms, babysitting, social media sharing, and help with setting up for many events are the reason I'm standing here today. To the community, your support, encouragement, and engagement over the past few months has made me excited for our future. The seat you've elected me to will always belong to you, and I'm incredibly humbled and thankful you have chosen me to be one of your voices for the next 4 years to build our community. The current municipal slogan in South Dundas, I'm not sure if everyone knows it, but South Dundas, discover it, experience it, live it. I discovered South Dundas 3 years ago. I have experienced and gotten to know its citizens, my neighbors, and the local businesses and their dreams and aspirations, and now I live it. I'm extremely proud to call South Dundas my home, and I'm ready to get to work for you. Thank you.
And now I'll call on Clerk Leslie Drennan to conduct the Code of Conducts.
Thank you, Mayor Broad. So this council deems the Code of Conduct a very important piece of information for the municipality and wants to read this evening their understanding of the Code of Conduct and how they'll conduct themselves professionally throughout the term of office. So I would call on Councillor Danielle to read her confirmation of understanding, please.
So do I start with my name? Sorry? You could just read it? Okay.
Yep.
So I have received a copy of the Municipality of South Dundas Code of Conduct for members of council and have read the document carefully. I understand all of the policies and terms and agree to abide by them. I understand that if I violate these policies, I may be subject to corrective or disciplinary action.
I would now call on Councillor Tom Smith.
Do I start with me? Sorry. No, just read, okay. I have received a copy of the Municipality of South Dundas Code of Conduct for members of council and have read the document carefully. I understand all the policies and terms and agree to abide by them. I understand that if I violate these policies, I may be subject to corrective or disciplinary action.
Councillor Vino.
I have received a copy of the Municipality of South Dundas Code of Conduct for members of council and have read the document carefully. I understand all of the policies and terms and agree to abide by them. I understand that if I violate these policies, I may be subject to corrective or disciplinary action.
Deputy Mayor St. Pierre.
I have received a copy of the Municipality of South Dundas Code of Conduct for members of council and have read the document carefully. I understand all of the policies and terms and agree to abide by them. I understand that if I violate these policies, I may be subject to corrective or disciplinary action.
And Mayor Brock.
I have received a copy of the Municipality of South Dundas Code of Conduct for members of council and have read the document carefully. I understand all the policies and terms and agree and abide by them. I understand that if I violate these policies, I may be subject to corrective and disciplinary action. Thank you. Thank you, Leslie. So that will come to a conclusion of our inauguration meeting for this evening. Thank you very much for everybody that came tonight. Thank you everyone that's watched us online, at home, or on their phones, anywhere across the world. We will reconvene the council on Monday, November the 28th.